Hey, what's going on YouTube? Tech and Tweaks back again with another video. Today I'm going to show you guys my ultimate jailbroken setup. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Alright, so real quick before we get into the video, if we hop over to YouTube real quick and we go and check out this video right here, you'll notice that there are 20,000 views but only 2,000 subscribers. So I found a discrepancy in YouTube. For some reason, the people watching my videos are not subscribed. I'm not sure why. They're going to get notified if they are subscribed every time I drop a video. So it'd probably be in their best interest to just go ahead and subscribe and smash that like button until it turns blue. Alright, first up we're going to do the lock screen. On the lock screen I'm running a couple tweaks here. As you can see, I have an animated live wallpaper. That is thanks to the tweak called frame. So if we go ahead and jump over here to my settings, we'll go to frame, choose wallpapers. As you can see, there's an option to get video, which you can get from Frame's own collection. They have a ton of awesome videos that you can set as your wallpaper for your lock screen or your home screen. What I did in this case is I just went ahead and made my own video to set as my lock screen. And as you can see right there, there is another tweak running right there called Color Me Notice. We'll get into that later. But if we go back to the lock screen, the tweak will just sit there on a loop and loop whatever video it is that you want as your wallpaper. Another tweak that I'm running is Zen HTML to get this awesome neon widget. So the neon widget basically just tells the time and the date. It looks super clean. The widget is actually called neon lights. So if we hop over to Zen HTML and we go to the lock screen, you can go ahead and tap on background widgets. We'll go ahead and select the neon lights. And this is just a kind of small preview of what it will look like. So heading back over to the lock screen, that is called neon lights. Another quick tweak that I am running, as you can see around the border of my device, there is an animating multicolored line. That is thanks to a tweak called Edge. So if we go ahead and jump over to Edge, you can adjust the border options. I believe this comes stock at 5, but I changed it to 2.5 to make it a little skinnier. I feel it looks a lot cleaner. But all this tweak does is animate those cool colors around your border no matter where you're at in your device. Heading back to the lock screen, you'll also notice that I'm running locale.x. This will just animate your home bar different colors. So if we go ahead and jump over to locale.x, there's a couple options to configure. This is the animation style. I prefer wave because it just looks the cleanest. It slowly animates from left to right. You can also adjust it to go right to left. You can adjust the colors and everything like that. I pretty much leave it stock because the stock look just seems to look pretty awesome. But there are a couple different animation styles. There's fade, breathing, static, spectrum. Like I said before, I just prefer wave. So if we go ahead and scoot over to the home screen, this is what my home screen is looking like. I have a theme running thanks to the tweak called Snowboard. So if we head over to Snowboard, select themes, you can go ahead and download a bunch of different themes. The one that I am currently running is called Limelight, and that is how I get those little neon icons. So if we were to open up, say, a folder, that's what it would look like. Now, however, not all of the icons have a theme, but a good majority of the icons do have a theme. It looks really clean, and I could not be happier with this theme pack. Once again, that is using Snowboard Theme Manager, and the icons I am using is called Limelight. I also have another cool one called Mirage, so we'll go ahead and enable that one and I'll show that one off. Apply the changes. Let's go ahead and just respring the device. Alright, so this theme is called Mirage. I think these icons look pretty legit also. I just prefer the limelight icons right now because it matches better with the theme that I am running. So we'll go ahead and switch that back. Anyways guys, that's using Snowboard for those themes. If we go back to the home screen and we pull down my notification bar, you can see that I do have a custom theme on that also. It basically just adds pretty much neon around whatever toggle is located on your notification center. So the tweak that I'm using to get this effect is called Cool CC. If we jump into the settings of this tweak, there is an enable button, a dark background. You can go ahead and adjust the color right here. I'm going for that cyan look. The 1px to 3px is the thickness, how many pixels thick that the lines will be. So 3px would obviously be the thickest, so I'll go ahead and enable that and show you guys real quick. All right, so now if we pull down the notification center, it looks a lot thicker. I think it looks pretty cool, but I think I'm going to stick with the 1px. We'll go ahead and head back over to Cool CC, change it back. Anyways guys, that one is called Cool CC. Make sure to check it out. It is 100% free. The next tweak that I'm running has to do with my notifications. So if we hop back over to my lock screen, you'll see that my notifications are themed and they kind of have a neon box around them. So the tweak that I'm using to achieve this is called Color Me Notifs. Basically, it will take the color from whatever application is sending you the notification and make a cool theme around it. You can go ahead and adjust the settings. So if we go into notifications, right now I'm just using the outline setting. You can also do the full color. So if we check that out, that's what the full color would look like. Some people may like that, but however, I think the outline looks a lot cleaner than the full color. So we'll go ahead and jump back over into that tweak. There's a bunch of different options that you can configure. Another cool feature is you can hide the no older notifications text and the notification centers text just to make your device look a whole lot cleaner. There's not a bunch of white text everywhere. This tweak is compatible with a couple other tweaks that are customizing your notification, such as Dane. I am also using Dane as my default notifications. So if we go ahead over to Dane, I'm going to show you a quick test notification. We'll do a test banner. So this is what my notification looks like. It just looks a whole lot cleaner in my opinion. And if it was a real notification, this would be outlined in green if it was a text message. However, this is just a test notification, so the Color Me Notice isn't really working on it. But if it was a real text message, it would be highlighted green. I like the box style of this. I can just go ahead and type and then tap send, and it's pretty much just like how iOS 9 was, and I think it looks a lot cleaner. Anyways guys, this one is called Dane. There are a bunch of settings that you can configure in here. Font settings, profile pictures. It also works for all of these different applications, plus all of your stock notifications. There's a tiny banner option. I just prefer almost stock for Dane. All right, moving right along, if we go ahead and hop over into my messaging, you'll notice that I do have a couple tweaks running here. So the tweak to get this neon text with the neon bubbles around it is called Bubble Line Remover. If we jump in the settings of this tweak, just has a couple options, but it will basically allow you to customize the color and the text of your messages. So this is the theme that I've created myself. But I'm also using dope combos to get a couple different things down here. I have it all blacked out so that everything just looks super clean. If we scroll over to where my messages actually are, you can see that I have customized the little spacers to be blue. I've also customized the text to be transmissions. So if we head back over to the settings of dope combos, There are a bunch of different things that you can configure. I have done a video on this tweak before, and I'll go ahead and link it in the card right here. So go ahead and make sure you check out that video. But anyways, guys, if we just go through a couple quick settings, you can go ahead and customize the background, the bubbles, the text, the keyboard. I mean, there is just a ton of different customizations. This is a paid tweak, but if you want to make your messages look badass, then you should definitely consider buying that tweak. Also, the great thing about a bubble line remover is it is free. So if you just want the neon looking bubbles, you can go ahead and get that for free without having to pay for dope combos. But in my opinion, dope combos is worth the purchase. Alright guys, real quick, couple other tweaks that I use on my daily driver device is Springtomize 5. This tweak just has so many customizations for everything that you could ever want to customize it for. The main things that I use it for is the lock screen animation. I'll go ahead and show you. It just looks super clean when you can make it look like an old TV. If we go into animations, I can show you a couple other ones. The explode one is pretty cool, so we'll go ahead and tap that. It just kind of makes the screen explode. You can adjust the animation, so if we go ahead and make it a little bit longer, there we go, that looks a lot better for the explode animation. The old TV animation, I feel like it's best around 27. Just makes it look perfect. Another thing I use Springtomize for is to get rid of the text below the applications, just so it looks a whole lot cleaner on my device. It is a paid tweak, but I think it is totally worth it for the amount of customization that this tweak gives you. Next up, I have a couple tweaks for my settings. If you'll notice that my settings is a lot shorter, everything is nice and neat and organized. This is thanks to a tweak called Shuffle. So it prioritizes your tweaks and puts them up top so that they're all in one place. There are a couple different options to configure in Shuffle. This is a free tweak, but in my opinion, it just makes your settings a lot less cluttered and more organized. I can get straight into my tweaks to customize my device. And the last tweak that I'm using, but certainly not least, is Cask 2. I've reviewed this tweak many times. This is just a great tweak to give you that extra pop of color or extra animation that you want on your device. So if we go ahead and switch the scrolling animation to glitch, you can see it just really can make your device have a completely different feel. I personally prefer color. I just think it adds a little bit of pop to the theme that I'm using. Anyways guys, that one is called Cask 2. Alright guys, that's my perfect jailbroken setup. Don't forget to smack that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for more future jailbreak content. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.